I'm trying to just get all the settings and everything done properly. So I get it done like yesterday. All fairness, I should have done this a long time ago. Alright, so we're back with another stream. Camera is set as okay as I can get it. So yeah, another Q&A session that's somewhat decent enough. Yeah, Q&A session, anything goes as same as yesterday, so let's have at it. Questions you want, anything that you want to talk about, all can go. Alright, thanks for joining. I'm gonna try and pull it as long as I can to to have something that's kind of fun. And I'm streaming in landscape today, so you can actually see the chat and everything much better. And yeah, so I'm looking at the screen, but the camera is right there. So hopefully today is somewhat of a good stream. So yeah, just bear with me. I'm also setting up my stuff and everything to get it looking right. And so let me know if the lighting and everything is fine. Don't worry about the background and stuff. Yeah, so like I said, anything goes. Okay, so 3 people already, so better start than yesterday. Anything you want to talk about, anything that's on your mind, something better than nothing. In all fairness, I should have had more things planned for today. Really haven't thought about any type of topics and stuff. So yeah, I just want to go with the flow and just have some fun and just express myself, kind of get clear my head and same as yesterday. I'm not too sure if you can actually hear the phone vibrating. I'm still getting messages and everything from other social media and stuff, so bear with me for that. Life still happens. And that's the way I can actually pick up the chat as well, so I think I'm just turn that vibration off. Yeah, notifications are turned off, so now everything should be better. I can still see the notifications coming up, so it's just on silent, so I can just keep an eye on everything else if there's an emergency. But everything's off now, so just concentrate on the live stream. Yeah, so whatever you guys want to talk about, whatever is on your mind, how was your day, how things going, and okay. Okay, which aspect would you want me to talk about that? So I can start from the way the channel started, what I've been doing, and how things have expanded to this point where I am right now. Is it safe to do a straight pipe or down pipe? I'm running the setup for over 4 years. The straight pipe for 2 years, the down pipe for over 4 years. I didn't have any issues with, so yeah, it's quite safe to do so. Um, for those who don't know, I got the car back in 2016, July 2016. I just celebrated 5 years of the car this year. And a lot has changed. If I could do annotations and everything in the live stream, I would. But I documented as much as I could in the actual progress of the channel, starting from where the car was to what it is now. Those weren't really the best of my videos that I actually put out, but it's just there to say the documentation has been done for the car since going back. from having absolutely nothing done to the car, being one owner from the time I got it till where it is now. It's roughly 230 plus thousand kilometers, and I enjoy it. Um, there's never really a dull moment, even if it's just a normal cruise and stuff. It's always something that I enjoy. And yeah, there's a lot of faster cars around. There's a lot of high-end cars around, but it really doesn't interest me in that regard. It's just for me to enjoy. Um, how's the reliability on a 330i E90? I haven't really had much experience with 330i. I believe that is one of the most reliable ones. N52s generally are quite reliable if you really do um, if you do keep up with the maintenance. There's a lot of guys overseas with other channels that had 330i's, had it for years. Um, so yeah, you can take a look at their channels and stuff and make a decision from there. But always defining factors are different. Um, the 330i for me personally is not something that I would personally get because I prefer the turbo life. Your channel inspired me to get one and to build it up. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have all the success with growing your channel, and maybe we could collaborate in the future sometime. If any questions that you want to ask me apart from the live stream, you can do it in my Instagram, or you can email me. My email is in the channel description. You can send me some stuff from there, and I can have and we can be in communication from there. Or most likely to get a faster response, it's through Instagram. Personally wise, I don't really, for privacy purposes, I don't really give my phone number to anybody. So starting from where I am, it's been a long journey so far. A lot of things, um, a lot of things have been done to the car, starting with interior mods. I did the carbon wrap, and I started with small supporting mods. The first thing I did was the catalyst downpipe. Then I started doing some. I ran that setup for I think 2 years. Then I got the exhaust done. That's when I was able to do the 335 diffuser. Shortly afterwards, I did the stage one ECU flash, which I did a video about it in January 2020. Um, so yeah, I got that done. Did a full dyno video and everything on that entire topic. Um, then I started doing some other smaller things. The other main thing that I've done off camera in total was the wrap, which you guys are very familiar with. Um, just give me a second. All right. Yeah, so the wrap has been done off camera. Most of the stuff that I've been working with was done prior to even starting the channel. It took me a while to get to the position that I am right now. Not gonna lie. Taking breaks in between, having time to focus myself and to um, gain the knowledge that I've had, starting to get things done. Um, so yeah, you guys are probably if you guys are probably wondering why haven't there been a proper video on the channel for a long time. I've had a lot of things going on personally and in the background of the channel, so it really hasn't been um, at a point where I could actually film stuff and get recordings and everything done. Um, but uh, this week was just strictly going to be live stream. There should be a video if I can by Friday. Otherwise, it's going to be next week along with the live streams as well. Um, in the description, you'll find out that we'll be Instagram live streaming on Mondays from 7, so at this time, and every Wednesday we'll be doing a YouTube live stream from say 7 till 9 or something, or maybe 7 till 8, whichever is convenient for you guys to view, and if we can get as much topics taken care of. um, yeah, so it's whatever you guys want to ask me, whether it's personal or channel related or even vehicle related. If it's advice to you guys, I can help you guys. Can you please shout Ashley Morton? Okay, I'll give because Keenan Daniels asked me to do it. I'm gonna give a shout out to Keenan. Give a shout out to Ashley Morton. I hope I never butcher your name, but shout out to you. Hope you guys enjoying the live stream so far. It's just me rambling on about normal things. And if you are enjoying it, please give the stream a thumbs up. It helps me grow. It helps the channel grow, and it just takes like maybe just a second to just click that thumbs up button. The more thumbs up you get on a live stream or even a normal video, it helps me immensely with the YouTube algorithm. So it helps recommend my videos to more people to view. Also, it helps push out the views and such, so that the more it is being interacted with, the better it is for people to come across a specific video. So I'm curious to know, what was the first video that you guys have seen from my channel, and how has it impacted in your life to make things easier for you in terms of either information or just general watch time. Also, let me know what you guys would want to see going forward in the next coming videos. Um, Types of content that you would like to see, things that I'd like to take to bring to you guys, as well as something to differentiate from whatever I've been doing so far. Okay, first video was the LED bulbs install. That video, honestly, I've done that. I did that video. I think it was in 2017. A funny fact about that video, it was actually flagged for probably being like a sponsored video, so I had to re-upload that video at the point where it had 4,000 views. So re-uploaded it, and right now I think it's sitting at about over 100,000 views. I haven't really seen that video, and till from making that video, the LED bulbs for the main driving lights have been taken off. I think it was in April 2019. Replaced it with an HID kit. Haven't looked back since then. The bright lights are still running with the LED bulbs, but that's just only to give it consistency in terms of lighting until I can actually do a much more in-depth lighting upgrade. I would like to go to HIDs as well on the bright lights and install a light bar at the bottom. That will give it this instantaneous light, as well as to more brighter when you're driving with the high beams on. But in terms of what it is now, it's quite fine just for what it is. I have mentioned in yesterday's live stream that the most viewed video that I have on the channel was the hidden menus, and that was just something I just took off the top of my head, just pulled out the phone, started recording, and just started in talking about this specific topic. How is the HID on normal halogen housings for oncoming drivers? Running the setup for the lighting setup for over 2 years, and haven't had any uh, drivers giving me any lights or warning me that it's out of the way or anything. Compared to stock, it is completely night and day. I prefer the HIDs because it's a much intense beam. It has that distinctive cutoff. Driving at night is really uh, you can actually see there's a lot of difference compared to the stock halogen bulbs. So yeah, the HID upgrade is definitely something that I would recommend, but I do plan on changing the bulbs over from 6,000K to 5,000, so it's more on the whiter yellow side instead of it being on the cooler white side. What I mean by that is, if you can actually think about the way that the lighting is now, this is cool white, and this will be somewhat relatively to a 5,000K. So yeah, let me just bring this back to where it was. that should be that should be fine. Also, let me know what you guys think about the stream so far. If the quality is good, if the audio is good, if there's any delays and stuff. So yeah, I just want to get as much feedback as I can, so I know the positioning as to what I can do in the next coming weeks for streaming. I do want to use streaming through my PC at a later stage, but that's only once I can actually get the right equipment. I think it's a bit too bright. Yeah, is that any better? Sure, make it a little brighter. Yeah, that should be fine. Any knowledge about polyurethane engine mount inserts? I'm actually looking into changing over my engine mount. I think it's time it needs to be replaced, but I haven't really seen anything from the poly side. So I would do some research into that first before I can actually make any verdict. Um, but I know for the actual suspension mounts, the diff mounts, and everything, the poly bushes are available. I just need to check for the engine. I do know for engine wise, it's best to run the regular rubber so it has more flex and it's not as harsh as being like a fixed bushing. Um, I know for suspension you want it to be quite tight, but for the engine it needs to have a lot of give. Otherwise, you're gonna be feeling every movement through the chassis. I wouldn't really look into changing it, especially with regards to price point and stuff. But if it is available and if it is worth it, I would most likely do it if it's actually worth it. So far, 17 minutes in, a lot of positive feedback so far. Did you sort out your loss of top end power yet? Not as yet. Um, it's actually somewhat manageable at this point. Where first gear it's pulling quite well. Second gear on load it actually starts to lose that top end power. But if I change the gears before 3000, um, it's very drivable. It picks up speed to about 150, and it's quite easily handled. It can handle its power so far. So I haven't really got a chance to actually sort that out as yet. But I am in the position to sort it out, I can. Most likely, it's a suspecting of the fuel pump or timing of the engine. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna adjust that whole thing while once I have some downtime, and I'll bring you guys along to see it, whether it's either live or through a dedicated video. Um, yeah, to focus live and to work on the car as well, it's going to be a bit of a task. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a regular video as such, and then see how the reception is from there. So coming back to how the journey and everything started, it was just that one video started talking, getting to know how to familiarize myself with the editing or the aspects of the videos, aspects of the topic as well, and it slowly developed in such whatever I needed to do something with the car, I always brought you guys along, whether it was my normal camera or just picking up the phone and recording. Um, yes, recently I started using my phone more frequently instead of just my regular point and shoot camera, or most likely because of the quality of the phone camera itself. I can actually record in either 4K or 1080. The audio quality up close is quite good. Um, so yeah, I do want to get a better camera setup going further. Most likely something that I can have a dedicated mic input, so it has more clear audio. That's what I've noticed so far. It's like the audio quality in the videos hasn't really been up to the standard that I want, and it's been like 4 somewhat years that I've been doing YouTube, and to not be able to upgrade that in this point in time really is somewhat of a setback for me. Um, who knows where the channel could have been. Also, it's the editing style. Not many people really like the editing style. I think I like to keep it direct, more to the point, um, not just put in filler footage as most people would like to do. Um, I just like to get to the point, keep to the facts. Maybe if it's boring, I'm not too sure. but just want to get it as informative as possible. um, I don't really think personal videos would really have any impact to the channel, but I know the informative videos is what you guys really like to watch, and if it is informative and the feedback is good, then I'll continue doing so. Otherwise, most likely it'll be more of the personal style videos, like whatever I choose to make in regards to the car or anything in that regard. So yeah, what do you guys think in terms of what you would like to see done to the car going in the next couple of videos? Um, I would like to get as much done as I can. Um, if opportunities arise, if companies want to work out, or if you want to reach out at anything like that, um, by all means, I'll be able to go for it and enjoy. But I don't want to really be like a just company driven videos. I just want it to be something that I enjoy, and if I'm not passionate about something, I won't really enjoy making the video. um, at certain times it'll be easy for me to contain my excitement in terms of either working with the car or something. It's very hard for me to really show emotion as such in the videos. I don't know if that comes across to you guys. We are trying to like really like nerve things down. um, but yeah, I try to be as informative as I can, uh, and I try to do things to the best of my ability in terms of things that where I would like to do. I don't want to do something where it's something like whatever everyone was wants me to do in terms of just like a copy and paste type of car. I know a lot of people have been asking for the white LED bulbs for the angel eyes, and I just recently did a video on just repairing the one bulb itself. Um, Compared to spending over 1,000 rand on a set of bulbs, where I could just spend the replacement equivalents and have the thing working without any problems. That's what I went to, and to show you guys that it is capable of just being repaired instead of having to just replace things here and there. There are times where components are easier to be replaced instead of repaired, but in most cases, if a repair is more cost effective than a replacement, that's what I do. Just recently, I've done the injectors to try and redo the injectors and see if that was causing the power loss. So surprised it wasn't. So I had to put my original injectors back in, clean it up, and put it back in. I haven't really monitored the stats on that video, but I think it's like over 1,000 views so far. Really haven't paid attention to the stats so far. It's just the recent videos that I've just been working with to see how you guys are taking it, if it's really worth it to be doing on the channel or not. Um, but I'm going to utilize the views that the channel gets, the following that the channel gets, to better my perspective in life in terms of working with companies, trying to get things done. Like you've seen in the last couple of videos, I've done a review on a steam cleaner, and I've done a review and unboxing on a new vacuum cleaner that I've purchased. That is for my detailing aspect of my career. I do own my own detailing business. I'll leave a link in the description so you can check it out. It's autoaesthetic underscore KZN on Instagram. Normally autoaesthetic KZN, so you can check it out on Facebook and Instagram. Um, Doing a lot of cars. Following is getting quite well. A lot of headlights restorations being done. I do want to focus mainly on the interior side, and then minor paint correction and enhancement if you guys really find that entertaining, and if the clientele is worth it, I would like to do so as well. So yeah, this just be basically just giving you my backstory. Um, for those who don't know, and I haven't really given out my entire life story so far. Um, the past couple of weeks have been tough. It has been quite harsh on me, physically, emotionally. Um, I don't know if it actually, if I should be discussing that with you guys, if I don't want to bring you guys down. Um, but yeah, this has been something that I've been having to work around, and try my best to not let it get to me. There are times where it's hard, at times where I get flustered, at times where I can get really demotivated at times. Um, but I try not to let that get in the way, and I try to be as jovial or try to make things more entertaining for you guys. Um, we'll see towards the end of the videos if it's a little bit more of a lumber tone. Um, Most likely because it's either late at night when I'm doing an outro, or either doing the outro the next day and I don't have the same vibe as continuing. Um, but I try not to let that get to me where I don't want to bring you guys down and such. But with a lot of things that have been happening so far, I try not to let it get to me. Um, Personally, uh, it's challenging, but I try, like I said, I try not to let it get to me, and I just keep moving forward. I think that's the best thing that I can do at this time, is just to try not to let negativity affect. Um, I try to block it out, but there are times where um, days just get the better of me, and I try not to give in. That's why a lot of times I just like to either keep to myself or try not to release my problems into the real world. Uh, I know that a lot of times people say don't try and bottle things in, but sometimes bottling it in really is the best way. Um, as long as people are happy around me, I'm generally happier just by making people happy, even if that comes at an expense to me personally. Um, I try not to let it get to me, and I just uh, be happy with what I can do. Um, so yeah, that whole thing aside, um, I just want to say thank you to everyone that actually supported me so far. It's been quite of a journey. Um, 3,000 subscribers from starting from scratch is no easy task, especially when you've been dealt the hand of cards that I have been, um, in the space of working with the uh, starting the channel. I've been involved in one major uh, accident. I've done a video on that as well. Um, if it wasn't for the initial part of whatever's happened, I wouldn't have this channel. I wouldn't have the 320D. I wouldn't know what I would be doing. Um, so yeah, I guess things happen for a reason, and I'm thankful for it being going as such. But at the same time, I just wish things were slightly different, where I could live like somewhat of a normal life. Uh, what you see on camera is a totally different uh, part of my everyday life, but what you're seeing now is the real um, what you're seeing now is the real me. Do you know any place I can get a new M Sport steering wheel? Depends on your budget. You can either get something that's close to brand new as possible through second hand market. You can go custom through, there's some guys that make custom wheels through Instagram. You can check them out. Um, that's what I plan on doing so far. Otherwise, a new M Sport wheel through your dealership is gonna cost a bit. But in terms of newer, you can go for some. If you can find something that's quite new in second-hand market, or um, I would just work on spending that money and going custom. You can have any design that you want. That's what I plan on doing. And when the opportunity arises, if anything, if it can arise from that, I'm definitely going to do so. You may have noticed a couple profiles on Instagram. Aza Auto Wheel is name one. They do a lot of they do a lot of custom steering wheels, be it for the new G series, F series, or even E90 platform, even the E30s for all the way that generation. They do a lot of custom wheels where it's a thicker uh, surround, softer leather, custom stitching, you name it, they can do it. And you might, in most cases, you can either send them your wheel or um, yeah, you can either send them your wheel or they can just supply you one, and that's fine. What are your thoughts on quick release steering wheels? Personally, I'm not a fan. I like to keep the interior close to OEM as possible. Um, but a quick release steering, if you can make it work, by all means, I don't see a problem with it. But in terms of reliability, safety, and stuff, to get rid of the comfort features of the steering wheel, that's really it's a no go for me. I prefer using the buttons on the steering wheel. I got no time to worry about disconnecting airbags and everything. And also, if anything has to happen to the car, I don't want any issues in terms of insurance or anything as such as to where all that stuff is. So I like to keep the interior as close to OEM as possible, which is why even when I did the underglow interior lighting, I made it and I wired it to a point where it is as factory as possible. Like if you actually look at the car, it looks like the wiring and the lighting has come from like with the factory from the factory. Um, so like I don't really like to do over the top interior mods. That like I don't like the side gauges and everything, but I do plan on installing a boost gauge if I can. Just not too sure where I'm actually going to position it. The ultimate thing like I would want to do is to change over from the normal dashboard to an iDrive dashboard with the full iDrive controller and everything as with the screen and Android Auto. Uh, and try to incorporate that with the air suspension setup that I'm going to be running. Most likely the gauges will be in the center console and the controls will be at the driver's foot well. So yeah, um, that's something I've actually been taking into consideration whether I'm going to go for a dedicated manual setup or do something in a way that I can upgrade to a management system afterwards. Yeah, but that's all going to be in the pipeline soon. What and ultimately whatever is on the 320 now will all be transferred to a newer car um, when that opportunity arrives. Okay, I'm just checking if anything else is here. So yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking of the live stream so far. If can we talk about suspension upgrades? The M Sport suspension is so rattly and rough. Personally, the exclusive suspension is for me. It's too soft. It's a little bit too bouncy for me. I have had exclusives, two of them in the past, and no, three of them. So three of them in the past, two M Sports, as well as an M Sport F30, and I just generally prefer the M Sport uh, over the normal softer suspension. It's more controllable for me. It's more predictable. It feels tighter on the road. The handling wise, much better. Lower ride height. So I prefer the only, and that's the main reason why I went M Sport instead of not going for regular exclusive. Firstly, the M Sport steering, the suspension, the interior, the black interior, especially the hood lining, the body kit, the aero kit, and everything. Just the M Sport package is an all round what everyone goes for. The pre LCI is a very uh, subjective car. The LCI is a more refined, it's more um, upgraded, it's more modern, it looks more fitting to the time and age of the car and everything. Whereas the pre LCI just looks dated, but if you do the right mods and everything to it, you won't even make it out. Um, for a daily drive, well, I'm just generally used to it. So yeah, the M Sport suspension for me is never really been a deal breaker. I just wanted I just wanted that all round, so it saves me time on doing all of that and spending money on that. At the time when I was looking into getting the car, uh, things were tight personally, and when I saw the car and the opportunity that came up, everything just worked out in that way that I just got whatever I wanted, and I have no regrets about it. I'm just gonna put you guys on mute for a bit. Okay, sorry about that. I had a personal call coming through, so we're back. Um, Keenan says, "Thanks for the advice. Love what you're doing. I really do appreciate you sticking around and asking the questions. Um, yeah, as much as I can give you guys information, so that's really the purpose of the channel. Um, I shouldn't have taken that call, so it's like, yeah, like I said, things happen, and really can't help or personal life. Otherwise, um, if it was just a dedicated streaming setup, I would probably just have the phone on hand and just answer the call. Um, but working with what you have, so yeah. Let me know what you guys think so far. How's the quality of everything, and what you'd like to see me do in the next couple videos, future upgrades, future videos. Um, so yeah, I'd like to get you guys feedback. Um, I do plan on doing a lot of exterior mods to the car once I am in a position to do so. And if you guys are interested in watching, that's something I'll definitely bring you guys along. The wrap is starting to fail, so I need to redo that. And so yeah, I got some that to go for, as well as I got some exterior mods to do. So whether it's upgrading to different types of body panels, I'm gonna do that, and I'm trying to give it that international quality. So yeah, that's ultimately the plan. Thanks for joining and thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. If you're, I'm not too sure how long everyone's been here. Um, so yeah, I really do enjoy making videos. It's been about a month that I actually made a proper video. Um, Not gonna lie, it's actually quite challenging to come up with some content. Like there are a lot of times that I've been burnt out to come up with video ideas. Um, but I try to do things as much as to the best of my ability, and I try to get things uh, as informative as possible. Just recently, the last mod I done to the car was wiper blades, LCI wiper blades to the car. I'm trying to go full uh, full LCI conversion, but like I said, parts are scarce. Um, the quality of parts that you get, either people are charging an arm and a leg, or if generally to find things is um, just quite challenging. But there's no doubt there's going to be parts available, even if it means me having to buy it brand new. By all means, I think I'm going to do that. Um, Lots of performance mods that I'm going to be doing. I am in the process of making my own Egr Delete Kits, especially for the M47. That's the engine that's in my car. Uh, I would want to ultimately do one for the N47 as well as the 330D M57, I mean, and the M57. If I can work on a kit for that accommodates everyone's needs, by all means, I'm going to be able to put those kits into production, and I'm going to be able to get it to you guys at an affordable rate, utilizing the existing hardware that you have on your vehicle. You don't have to purchase more than what you actually have. Um, it's going to be something simple. It's going to be something that's straight to the point and actually gets things done. And I'm going to do before and afters in terms of power to see if there's any difference and if it actually makes any difference. Um, as most of you guys know, the car is stage one at this point in time, running at 123 wheel kilowatts with 353 newton meters of torque at the wheels. Subjective dyno, so that's a very strong dyno. Um, so it makes a lot of power. I have a question here. How can I find the difference between both engines? Okay, M47 is what I have in my car. It's the upgraded, it's the last of the E46 engines. You'll notice the difference based on the actual engine cover itself, where it's more squarish in shape. Um, the main components are on the M47, like the timing and the camshaft gears and everything are all at the front of the engine, whereas the N47 has a proper air box with a proper air filter and everything, like a drop-in filter style, as well as the timing components are at the back of the engine, like the newer engines that I've been working with. I've worked with a newer uh, I worked with the newer 118 heights, the B38 engine. New engine, just timing components are in the middle of the engine itself, at the back, I mean, between the engine and the gearbox. So yeah, that's the only difference you'll notice. The N47 makes more power. I think it makes about 135 kilowatts at the flywheel. Minus 15% is the wheels. So you get. Love your comment. Do you recommend buying an old BMW, the first car for teenagers, just to get him working on it? Yes and no. The reason why I say yes is because when things do start breaking, or if you want to start upgrading, start getting more knowledge of the car, um, by all means, getting them hands on. That's what I started learning on the car. Um, I was 13 when I started working on my dad's E30. We had this car from the time I was new. It was new at the time I was 3 years old. Um, so yeah, we had this car in the family for a long time, and growing up, I've always worked on that car and gained knowledge and skills based on that. Um, in 2013, 2014 is when we got our first E90, and we started working on that. I started working on that on a regular basis. 2014, I think I was 19 years old. Yeah, I was 19 and started working on that E90. It was a 320i N46 engine, 2-liter naturally aspirated. In hindsight, it's quite slow compared to what I have now. But working on that got me the skills and everything, so I knew what to expect going forward. The reason why I say no for a first time car is because let's just make sure that the question is right. For a first car, yeah, for a teenager, when things start to break, and if it starts getting more frequent, it's gonna be a put off to you personally, because it's always gonna be something that you can be throwing money at, and which is something I don't really want for anybody. Yeah, things will need to be maintained, things will need to be serviced in time, and teaching you maintenance and teaching you the proper aspects of how to maintain the vehicle. That's something good. But when it comes time to the more intricate things of the vehicle, like if it's an engine component or turbo replacement or anything like that, something major, I don't want you guys to experience a complete knock in the wallet. Uh, you can purchase a vehicle and then purchase an aftermarket warranty with the car, or even pay monthly. Um, but if it's up to you guys, and if you that's something that you look into, then by all means, it does provide some financial relief for you personally, so you can take it to a workshop where it's qualified, or to your closest dealership, and have them look at it and work with it from there. I'm in a position where we have our own workshop. I can work with the car at my leisure. Most of the times, if I have to work after hours, or if I'm doing things in the car, I'll be recording it at the shop. You've probably seen some videos. Um, so yeah, that's where I do most of my after hours recording. Uh, or if I need to do something at home, I'm always just recording it in the front yard and working from there. I also do the detailing from the workshop itself. So for walk-in clients, where it's quick in and outs, I do it at the shop. Or if it's a more lengthy procedure, the car needs to stay over, I do it at the shop there. Or if it's a higher end car and I know I'm going to be working late hours, and with curfew and everything, I don't want to be at the shop too late, and where I'm not working as productive as I can be, then I'll bring the vehicle home where it's in my personal care, and I'll work with the cars over here. So yeah, I hope that answered your question in terms of it being a first car. If you're referring to an old BMW, typically speaking, that'll probably be your E36, E46. Um, Personally, that's not really where I would go in terms of it being uh, lots of it's it's more mechanical than electronic. I prefer the comfort features. I enjoyed the electronic aspect of the car. Um, I was using the E30 for some time. I used it after I finished school back in 2013. I got my license and everything, and then I used that car for a long time. 2014, I used it every day, um, and it just got to a point where it wasn't feasible, or was it safe for me to use it. Being someone at my size, my stature, and being an old E30, it's quite a high risk car, and I didn't want anything to happen to the car, especially with being in the family for so long. I didn't want to take any chances, so I used the E90 for my everyday use. It was more financially controlled for me, where fuel was more uh, it was more fuel efficient for me. Um, Insurance wise, it was a higher cover. So if anything has to happen, I know things will be taken care of, and that's where I've got it. Believe it or not, the first E90 that I had was in 2014. That was a 320i 2006 model, I think it was. Yeah, 2006 320i manual. A lot of things have been done to that car. That car was also involved in an accident. God's grace, no one was injured very badly. Um, that car really taught me about the modern aspect of the new BMWs and really got me in touch with working on these cars. Later in that year, in 2014 November, I think it was November going on to December, I was in a position to finance a 323. That was the 2008 model 323i N52 automatic. It was a really good car, no doubt about that. Um, but the fuel to performance range really wasn't something that I was really proud of. It was heavy. It was very in fuel efficient. It was not very good at handling its fuel delivery. And a lot of people I know buy 323s. I don't know the reason why. Um, but yeah, the 323 for me was just not something that I would use as a daily. It was it just didn't have that get up and go. Uh, in September 2016, no, I'm lying. This was in September 2015 is when we traded that car in. I got the car that I've always wanted, and I've always said from the time I first saw this car in the magazines and stuff, I always said I would want one of these. And I saw when I first laid eyes on a 335, I always said I would want to get one of these cars. We were in a position to trade that car, the 323, in for the 335, and that was my toy. That was something I've always wanted. I enjoyed that car to its maximum. In its stock form, it was a regular six-speed auto with the N55 single turbo. Um, there was absolutely no mods done to it. It had the M driver's pack from factory, pumping it up to 240 kilowatts at the fly. I dynoed it. After having some repairs done, it made 196 wheel kilowatts at a local dyno. Um, I enjoyed that car. Top end power was good. Um, yeah, I just enjoyed it. That really was the car that actually got me to a point where I know how to experience power in that regard. I know how to predict the car, learned how to work with whatever I have, and because it had an aftermarket warranty, uh, if anything had to go into the car, I would just book it into BMW and have them take care of it. Um, so yeah, things happened. Uh, did have that car was totaled um, on my birthday, uh, sadly enough. Um, and that's when we upgraded to the F30 335i, which you guys seen on the channel. If you haven't already, the videos are there. Um, I haven't really done a lot of content on an F30 because just after I posted a couple of the F30 videos, the reception really wasn't really that good. Most of you guys have always came for the E90 stuff, so that's what I focused mainly on. And if that's the reason why I want to get another 335, but on the E90 platform. Uh, Shortly after getting the F30, uh, we still had the 320i. So yeah, that was because of being manual and because my leg was completely busted at the time. I couldn't really drive the car, so that's when I had to look for an auto. And so happens I wanted the 330d. Um, that was a car that I've always wanted for since losing the 335. Ultimately, what my goal was to have the 335 and the 330d in conjunction together, so that we'll have the diesel power and fuel efficiency as well as have the speed factor of the 335. Things really didn't work out that way. So we had a F30 335, I had the 320i, and then looking back, I couldn't really drive the car properly. It was not health conscious for me to drive the car on a constant basis, and up to now I still have trouble with my left knee driving a manual, which is why I prefer driving an auto at this point. I never really look back. But if there's a question here, I was thinking of buying an old Honda Civic or a Ballad. I have to give you props on that. We actually just did a Honda Ballad build in the shop. Complete upgrade everything. Those cars quite are really good. I'm not really all into the JDM scene, but if I had to go for a Honda, it'll definitely be a Honda Civic or a Ballad. Ultimately, if I had my own choice, I would go for an S2000, but that is on a totally different ball game. So a Civic or a Ballad is something really good. It's a good starter car. A lot of things that you can do to those things, and yeah, the sky's the limit when it comes to whatever you want, especially any car for that instance. Also, don't forget, if you guys are watching this right now, if you're enjoying the live stream so far, please give it a thumbs up. I like to see the thumb count going a little bit higher. It helps me bypass the YouTube algorithm in a way. It helps me get my videos up in the recommended feed. It just takes a couple of seconds, and yeah, I just show you your support just to say that you are enjoying the video so far. Um, Also, what do you guys, if I may ask, what is your first mod that you'd like to do to a car? I'd like to get you guys' thoughts based on what you guys like to do first, whether it's performance, maintenance, or whatever it is. I'd like to know what you guys think. Me personally, what the first mod I did with the car was I did the interior wrap, all of the aluminium trim. It needed to go. So being with the E90s for a while, and I had the aluminium trim so in every car that I had. This was a bit of a change up, and I wanted to be in a more sporty atmosphere. So finding carbon fiber vinyl that matched OEM carbon, that was a no-brainer for me. And I'm purchasing about 2 meters of it in total. Did all of the exterior work, was the mirrors, the grills. I did the splitter area on the bumper. My old diffuser was wrapped in carbon. Um, so yeah, I went carbon crazy, and it actually is it's still holding up now. A couple of pieces are fading, but uh, yeah, for it being wrapped for like over 5 years and for only start fading now, I think it's time to have things done. And I'm not gonna really bother too much about rewrapping because I want to upgrade to different components. I know the bumper is something I'm gonna be changing soon. I am planning on going for the LCI M3 style bumper with a proper lip, LCI bonnet. I already have the LCI diffuser and Angelize, taillights, bootlet, custom side skirts, a high kick spoiler. So yeah, that'll be all for the E90. And as things come up, and if I can work with couple companies that will help make these things, by all means I'm going to do so. But otherwise, if I can actually find them on my own, I won't be obligated to anybody to make a scripted video where I can just be myself and enjoy. So let me know what you guys think so far. We're coming up to about an hour. If you want me, if you'd like to continue, I'd like to know your feedback so far. Really enjoying the live streams. I'm not gonna lie, I'm enjoying it. I never really thought I'd enjoy live streaming this much. Um, it's just my way to give back to you guys, for thanking you guys for always supporting the channel. Um, I do want to get to as many subscribers as I can. So far, 3,000, almost 3,500 has been quite a journey, and I'm forever grateful for you guys. If it's not for you guys, I wouldn't be in a position where I am right now. Most probably, I would have caved in at around 100 subscribers or maybe 200. But you guys, the comments and everything has just been that much of a motivation for me to always just keep pushing and to make videos and to just so far reap the rewards afterwards. I fell into a really deep. I fell into a deep point where I was succumbed to the YouTube policy where you had to reach 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers to even get monetized and anything. But in that time where I wasn't, I had I think about 250 subscribers, and I already reached the watch hours within a couple of videos. It was just a subscriber count that was really taking its toll on me. And in that time, I made more and more videos throughout that entire year, from 2017 to 2018, from 2018 to 2019 onwards. And as of April 2019, I was able to hit 1,000 subscribers. And it's been getting to like about 1,000 a year. Um, Very slow progress, but some progress nonetheless. Um, so yeah, hopefully I can get um, I am hoping to get at least to about 5,000 before the end of the year if it's possible. Um, but otherwise, as close to 5,000 as I can. It was one day you're gonna be at 30K subscribers plus. Just keep being consistent. I really do appreciate the support, man. Um, and then as such, I'll always try to deliver as much content, as good content as I can for you guys to check out. Even if it's something, if the video gets like about 100 views or something, one person watching the video is enough for me so far. Um, like I said, just a one like, one view, that really does mean a lot. If I can get as much more likes on the videos, that'll really mean more in terms of getting discovered. The more likes, the better. And I do want to increase my online presence. I haven't posted anything on Instagram for the entire year. I've focused more on my on the detailing page, which is auto dedicated, and you can check it out on Instagram, as well as I got a dedicated Instagram page for the car, camo underscore E90. It's also linked in the description. My personal Instagram, which I've been growing, that's for me to have creative expansion, creative outlook on everything. It's for me to be myself. It's to take a break from the social aspect of YouTube, and as well as to have uh, my own space as well. A lot of Instagram stories, a lot of I haven't really expanded into Reels or TikToks or anything, but yeah, there are a lot of things. Even my personal Facebook as well. Most of everyone uh, messages me on Messenger. Like I have one message that's waiting for me right now. I'll attend to that after the live stream. It's for detailing. So also let me know what you guys think about the content so far. If I should incorporate the detailing aspect into the channel, if it's something you want to check out. Also, if you guys like the quality of work that I do, if you want to award me the opportunity to work on your vehicle at a point where, if it's possible, I would give you guys a discount if I can. Um, so yeah, I really do hope the content that I can bring out for you guys is something that you like to watch, and I'll just try to keep you guys informed, whether it's a repair on the car or something that I'm doing personally. I know in 2019 I started branching off into more vlog style videos. Um, I remember before going into theater, I went go karting, and I've been listening for go-karting ever since I could uh, ever since a couple of months back. I just wanted to go go-karting, but then with COVID and with lockdowns and everything, it really couldn't help. But yeah, I just want to go and experience that thrill again, and hopefully maybe I'll see you guys. Maybe we can put together something. Who knows? But yeah, if you guys are enjoying the live stream so far, just let me know what's your feedback like, and how I can give back to you guys in terms of making things more enjoyable. If I should change up my editing style, do something more, um, let me know what you guys think. I do want to do a live reactions to previous videos, so I'll bring you guys along to watch previous videos with me. Um, I could make that a dedicated video. I could go live with you guys. Um, so yeah, I'll go through all it. Maybe it's a little bit of a cringe fest as well. See how far I've come, my shy personality from what I was to what I am now. Um, if this was a couple of years back, I wouldn't have the confidence to even do this. Um, yeah, I was absolutely camera shy. I was always wondering, hey, what is people gonna think about me? Um, I do remember once I was recording in Gateway, and I actually got a couple of people looking at me like, "What is this guy doing?" Um, that time I had normal flat hair. I didn't have that time there was no mask or anything to worry about, so you can hide your identity or whatever. Flat hair, just with my friends at the time. Um, yeah, just mumbling and rambling and just talking nonsense. Um, it was actually to a point where it made no sense to me to even make that video. So when I got home, I put everything together. I looked at the video. I was like, nah, this isn't it. This and I scrapped that video and haven't really bothered about it. I don't even have the footage anymore. Um, yeah, there's a lot of videos that I want to make personally and professionally as well. Um, Personally, being I want to expand to give you guys more of an in-depth insight as to who I am. I want to do things where you guys are gonna come along to enjoy the journey, so you can see things through my perspective as well. I just don't want to be always pushing out car content and everything when um, when I know that I can do more in that regard. So yeah, let me know what you guys think so far, and if you guys are enjoying it. Um, like I said, Mondays from 7 p.m. South African time, I'm going to be going Instagram live, so you can follow me there on my main profile. Um, the car page and the detailing page not really that grown up as it were right now. So I'm going to focus mainly on the my personal page, so you guys can talk to me directly, like how we're talking now, or I can, or if you guys want to request to go live with me, I can maybe do that. Um, and every Wednesdays there will be a YouTube live from 7 p.m. onwards, and we'll have a session like this where it's just Q&A, ask me anything or whatever it is like that. Weekends is generally when I will be filming YouTube videos to upload on Friday, and the shorts that I do end up posting will all be in correlation to whatever video is coming up. I also have the community post, so you guys can comment there with regards to what topics you'd want to see. Every Friday or every Thursday or whatnot, I will be posting up the in the community post, so you guys can check it out there. Ask your questions there. I can address it here, or I can do a dedicated Q&A uh, to show to you guys. Let's see, do I have anything else that's here? So far so good. That's basically about it. Um, and we just let this pan out and see how the reception is. Um, Most likely we'll continue. Um, yeah. So let me know what you guys think. Should we go more? All depends on you guys. You can ask me anything. Like I said, there's no. This is gonna be a theme of the live streams. There's no there's no limits. You can ask me whatever you want, and I will answer it to the best of my ability. Whether it's something that you always something that you want to talk about, something that's on your mind. We can use these to um, we can use the live stream as for me it's my therapy session. I can ask you guys feedback. You can ask me questions based on what you want, and you can see the real me. Um, also, this will really you guys may appreciate how I actually got my Instagram name and my social media handles. Um, Initially, when I was growing up, I always had the handle superstar. Um, and Beamer Boy, that was my first Twitter handle. Uh, Eventually, in 2013, when I was in my final year of high school, I was actually at one stage the most followed person from the school on Twitter, and to change that out of my birthday, I changed over from those handles to the real Prashant B. I just wanted to give myself the identity, and that has been that's been my Instagram, my Twitter, and everything. All my usernames from that point in time, and it's been a brand for me to be the real Prashant B, the only one that I can only be for myself, and so yeah, that's the real me, and I always like to portray myself in the most real aspect. Like I try not to have like a fake personality. Starting out the channel, it was like that. I did feel that way, where I'd always like to. I was always influenced based on the channels that I was watching to try and get uh, the intros done, the outros done. I would always try to mimic what they were doing. Um, really didn't work out for me. Eventually, I just got into the swing of things, just got to be myself, not to ask for likes and times, not to ask for subscriptions or anything. If it was up to you guys to subscribe, then it was more than helpful. But I didn't want to force anyone to do things. If you like the video, then yeah, obviously you'd like it. But now with YouTube algorithm, uh, the more likes, the better. So if you are enjoying it, please do leave a like. Um, Also, if I'm not too sure which videos you guys really saw first. Most of you guys have come from the hidden menus video. Lots of people came from the LED installation video. A couple came from the serpentine belt video. Lots of things that I thought would be beneficial for you guys in the future. Because the 320D is a platform that is absolutely amazing once you know what you're doing. And if I can provide you guys with in-depth content or informative videos, that's what I would like to do, so that it'll save you guys money. It'll also give you a hands-on experience to see exactly what's going on with the car. There's a lot of times where people ask me if buying this car is has been a good decision for me. Um, Working on things, a lot of things have been done. I've done like a list of things that have been repaired, and I think I am missing a couple of things. Um, but if I don't have these experiences, I wouldn't have the knowledge I have to give to you guys. Um, like I know how to repair the turbo. I know how to change the injectors. I know how to work on these daunting tasks that most people will actually shy away from. Um, so I not to brag or anything, but I like to work with my hands and to gain the knowledge that I have to give to you guys. So coming up to the 1 hour 10 minute mark, I think this is where I'm gonna call it a night. And I'd like to thank each and every one of you guys for watching. Thank you so much for all your support so far, and hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. And looking forward to having another one in next week. And every week, every Wednesday, this is gonna be a continuous thing. Same type topic, same type of subject. No holds barred, anything goes. Question and answer. That'll give me enough time to to reflect on the week that has gone past and to be with you guys on a one-on-one basis. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this. I'm gonna end the live stream now, and I'm just gonna take some time to myself. And uh, so yeah, if you did like you did like the videos, like the live stream or whatever, please do give it a thumbs up. Like to give that boost as well, and follow me on Instagram. I would plan on going on Instagram live soon again, maybe either tomorrow or Monday, like I said. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any other questions, do feel free to leave them in the comment section, either any related video, or you can message me on Instagram. The link is in the description, or you can follow me at Real Preshaan B. Also, you can check out my other social medias as well. Um, so yeah, I'd like to give a massive thank you to everybody, and I hope you guys see you soon. So that's it for today, guys. Take care.